for coverage of the Four Crown Nationals today, presenting the Stock Car B feature. And we have 11 cars set to compete for 20 laps, and here is the starting lineup. On the pole in car number 21 will be Butch Garner from Forsyth, Illinois, driving a Regal Buick. On the outside of row number 1, car number 99, the defending champion of the USAC Stock Car Division, and in fact the driver who has already clinched the championship for 1983, Dean Roper from Fairgrove, Missouri. In the second row will be car number 98, driven by Tom Meinberg from Hamilton, Ohio, and outside of row number 2, car number 17, Gordon Blankenship from Keokuk, Iowa. In the third row, Herman Huffman in car number 46, and Ken Rowley in number 92. Row number 4, car 43, driven by Terry Pearson. Outside of row number 4, Donnie Matlin driving car number 2. In row number 5, car 49, Michael Brown, and 10, Rick O'Brien. And in row number 6, all alone, car number 52, the driver from Decatur, Illinois, Roger Drake.
This is an entirely different racetrack than what these cars timed in at. A little more on that in just a couple of seconds. Right now, we're in the cockpit with Dean Roper. You know, in greyhound racing, they have a rabbit that they send out in front of the dogs, and the object is to encourage the dogs to chase the rabbit. Well, here is the rabbit for USAC stock car racing in 1983. This guy has been undefeated and certainly is the guy to beat here again this weekend.
Tom Meinberg drives car number 98 and will start in third position.
From nearby Hamilton, Ohio, that's a suburb of Cincinnati, Ohio, Meinberg has been not only a regular behind the wheel, but one of the real cheerleaders of USAC stock car racing. He still believes that there's a great future for this particular division, and he's very interested over the winter months coming up here of helping to kind of reorganize the organization and encourage more new teams to come to USAC stock car racing. Tom Meinberg, Hamilton, town just north of Cincinnati.
And car number 2, driven this afternoon by Donnie Matlin from Cincinnati, Ohio.
And Matlin is one of the first converts, really, that Meinberg has brought to this form of racing. Matlin is a dirt track racer. He's not a pavement driver. He's a young guy. This is the first time ever, however, he's participated in a USAC stock car race. Kind of a big, husky, athletic type guy. And none of us have really had an opportunity to look at him in competition before, so we're kind of anxious to see this guy. He certainly has brought a fine-looking race car to the USAC stock car division.
So the 11 cars in the starting lineup have passed by the main grandstand. The fans in the stands have saluted the drivers, and the drivers have saluted back. And we'll get a green flag in possibly one more lap. Also in the field, car number 10, Rick O'Brien from East Peoria, Illinois.
Bob Rick is one of the younger drivers in USAC stock car racing, but he's had a pretty good level of success. He's a consistent top 5 finisher, and as you mentioned, Roper's already got the points locked up as the one-lap yellow flag continues to wave. I do not believe we'll be going green this time around. O'Brien has become a consistent top 5 finisher in this type of racing. Last year, he was third in the point standings, and he has his sights set on being the runner-up in 1983.
Well, there are a couple of good points battles going on in the USAC Stock Car Division. This is the final race of the year. Butch Garner is in second place with 750 points, and Rick O'Brien, who you just mentioned, is in third, only 20 points behind Butch Garner. And then as we look toward fourth and fifth place, Tom Meinberg has 575, and Joe Wallace, who is not here today, has 570. So the cars come by the main grandstand, head for turn number 1, and still warming up out there, anticipating a green flag next time around.
The track was watered since we qualified. When most of these guys went out to qualify, the track was extremely dry, dusty, and pretty slippery. Now, there's a different type of slipperiness to the surface now. There's a little bit of excess water on the racetrack. About 4 or 5 laps into this race, we're going to have a terrific racetrack. But a couple of these guys are probably in for a surprise. The cars were set up for a hard, slick, dry racetrack, and it may be just a little tacky, a little sticky, particularly in the early stages of this race.
Now, this 20-lap race will determine the starting order in the feature race, which will be coming up just a few minutes later. Now, the cars are in turn number 4. They begin to accelerate coming out of the 4th turn, and the green flag is out. Our 20-lap B feature for the USAC stock cars underway. Into turn number 1, the cars broadside and begin to string out just a little bit. A car spins in turn number 1. That is Rick O'Brien driving car number 10, and they'll have a complete restart unless O'Brien can continue to go, but the yellow flag does come out, and it looks like we're going to have a complete restart.
Well, the surprise we predicted, I think, occurred. The track is something else happened also as they charged into turn number 1. Donnie Matlin, driver out of Cincinnati, Ohio, popped a radiator hose, or so it would seem. A lot of water and steam coming out from underneath the engine department. Matlin has pulled back into the pit area, but he also deposited a little bit of extra moisture on that racetrack when the field went into turn number 1.
Well, we'll take a look at the replay, and there indeed is the problem you indicated. A lot of smoke coming from underneath the Matlin car.
And Rick O'Brien right behind him. Rick, of course, the guy who ended up spinning out, but he's right in the heart of all that extra moisture, as if there wasn't already enough laid down. And poor Rick, really not much he could do except lock her up. Look at that left rear wheel wobbling a little bit. You see the pressure from that race car and the axle pulling on it as the car spun sideways, going out of turn number 1 and approaching turn 2.
So the car's reformed now for a complete restart. We have no laps completed yet. Spin in turn number 1 on the start, so we'll be back with the start of the speed feature for the stock cars in a moment.